This video is going to help you when you're adding fractions, and then when you get done adding the fractions that have different denominators, it ends up giving you an improper fraction, so we're going to change it to a mixed number. So we're going to do the same steps we've been doing whenever we have fractions that do not have the same denominator. Like you can see, we have a 5 and a 4. So we're going to find the LCM, least common multiple. So I count my 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I count my 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And I notice that 20 is the least common multiple. So I want to change both of my fractions so I get a 20 for my denominator. So what did I have to take the 5 times? 5 times 4 gets 20. If I take the bottom of this fraction times 4, I'm going to take the top times 4. So 4/5 is really the same as 16/20. 3/4, I'm doing the same thing down here. I had to take the 4 times 5, though, to get to 20. So I'm going to take the 3 times 5, which equals 15. So now my new problem is 16/20 plus 15/20, which is going to give me 31/20. The problem with that answer is it's an improper fraction. So I'm going to go over here and divide. There are no 20s in 3. There's only one 20 in 31. And I have a remainder of 11. And then remember, we're bringing him over here because our denominators don't change. So this is really the same as 1 and 11/20. And some people go, there's going to be some big division in here. Yeah, but it's not going to be that bad, because if I'm adding a fraction and another fraction, it's always going to be less than 2, because this number was less than 1, this number was less than 1. So if I add them together, it's going to be less than 2. So if it is improper, this number right here is always going to be 1, unless we're adding like 3 fractions, which we'll do tomorrow. So 2/3 plus 1/2, same thing. Find LCM. 3, 6, 9, 12. 2, 4, 6. Oh, right, there's one already. LCM is 6, so I need to change both of these to get a 6 for my denominator. 2 times 3 equals 6, so 1 times 3 equals 3. 1/2 is the same as 3/6. 3 times 2 equals 6, so 2 times 2 equals 4. 4, 6. 4, 6 plus 3, 6 is 7, 6. I think most people can even figure this one out before we even go through the steps, that there's just going to be 1 left over. 1 remainder 1, so this equals 1 and 1/6. Give you guys something to try out. You can stop the video, do the problem, and then you hear me fix it for you. Here we go. I need an LCM. 8, 16, 24, 32. 6, 12, 18, 24. There we go. We're going to 24s. 24ths. 6 times 4 gets me there. And by the way, if you're having a hard time figuring out what I'm going to multiply it by, we just did it right here. 6 times 1, 6 times 2, 6 times 3, 6 times 4. So 5 times 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. Over here, what do I have to multiply 8 times to get to 24? Again, we just did it right here. 1, 2, 3. 8 times 3. So 5 times 3 gives me 15. We now have 15 24ths plus 20 24ths. 35 24ths, which is an improper fraction. So I'm going to divide. We know it's only going to go one time. We get a remainder of 11 again. But this time, our remainder of 11 is going to be 1 and 11 24ths. 24ths. 1 and 11 24ths. And no, I cannot simplify that anymore. Here's another one for you to try. 7, 14, 21, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Still don't have any of the match, so I'm going a little higher. 24, 28, 28. So I need to get them both to be 28ths this time. So 4, we just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 times 7, so 3 times 7 equals 21. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So 7 times 4. So I'm going to do 5 times 4, which equals 20. 20 plus 21 is 41. My 28 stays the same. It's an improper fraction, so I'm going to divide. It's going to go one time. Got a remainder of 13. 1 and 13 28ths. Almost 1 1/2. Getting really close. Try another one. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 8, 16, 24, 32. We're at 18 up here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. There it is. 24. Back to 24ths again. You notice there are a lot of ways you could multiply to get 24. That's why we keep ending up with 24, because you got 4 times 6, 3 times 8, 2 times 12. So I'm taking the 8 times 3 to get to 24. 3 times 3 is going to give me a 9. 3 times 8 equals 24. 2 times 8 equals 16. 16 24s plus 9 24s is 25 24s. So it's just a little bit over 1. Most people could probably see this one coming again. My remainder is only 1. So it equals 1 and 1/24. Fifths and sixths. I'm going to come down and do the 6 because I already know when I count by 5s it ends with a 5 or a 0. So 6, 10. That's not right. I'm counting by 6s, right? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Oh, there's one that ends with a 0. So that's what I'm going to be going for. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There it is. So I need to take the 6 times something to get to 30. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 5 gets me a 25. I'm going to take the 5 times 6 to get to 30, which means I'm taking the 4 times 6, which equals 24. And then I just need to add 24 30ths plus 25 30ths. I get 49 30ths. When I divide that one out, it goes one time, and I have a remainder of 19, which equals 1 and 19 30ths. Can I simplify the fraction part? No. You may have noticed today we haven't had a whole lot of fractions that we can simplify. And there's probably not going to be a lot that come out that way. Last one. 4, 8, 12, 6, 12. There we go. Changing them both so I get something that multiplies together to give me a 12 for my denominator. 4 times 3, so 1 times 3, 3 twelfths. 1/4 is really 3 twelfths. 6 times 2, so I'm taking 5 times 2, which equals 10. 5 6 is really 10 twelfths. Add them together, I get 13 twelfths. Again, most people can probably see we're just going to have that remainder of 1. So it equals 1 and 1/12. And hopefully this video will help you with adding fractions with different denominators to give you a mixed number for an answer.